G'day and welcome back to Sydney Trains Vlogs. I am currently at Prince Alfred Square light rail stop on the L4 Westmead and Carlingford line. This line opened in late December last year, 2024. And as I had mentioned in previous videos on Parramatta light rail, once the line opened, I'd go to every stop and show what it's like with these trams in service. So here we go. In no particular order, we're starting here at Prince Alfred Square for this video. Now, no need to do walk along all the light rail stops. I'll show you bits and pieces, I suppose, but the only real differences are these little gap fillers here. Let me just go to ×5 zoom. That's still not working for me. Give me a second. Alright, so they are some kind of gap filler along the length of the Carlingford bound platform. An interesting thing is, if I just zoom out, is that they are not on this platform here. So I don't know if there's an issue there with the width or the distance between the track and the platforms. Slightly different to this one, but anyway, that's that. And at each of the platforms you have the core flute signs here. I think they're core flute anyway. Yeah, they are. Core flute signs. The grayed out stops are the stops that are back that way. And the rest of the line here is what's to come on this platform, if that makes sense. So yes, this is called the L4 Westmead and Carlingford line. Trams are pretty frequent. Sometimes there are just random gaps between the trams, whether that's just cancellations or just delay or how the timetable goes. Sometimes you'll be waiting 7 minutes, 10 minutes, and then randomly there'll be this 25 to 30 minute gap between vehicles. Another thing that I have noticed as well, something that's a bit frustrating but quite easy to fix, is that the screens are not showing when the next trams will be. Both platforms are just showing remember to tap on and tap off every trip, which is also good information, but doesn't really tell passengers what they're doing or where they're going. However, there is this signage here which makes it pretty clear what platform you're on. So, Westmead bound platform, as you can see there, and then Carlingford for the other side. So that's pretty easy to know. And when the trams are running at that 7 to 10 minute frequency, that is pretty much a turn up and go frequency. So I guess you don't really need to know how many minutes until the tram's coming, because it won't be long. Here's a vehicle from Westmead headed out to Carlingford. You see the flood height markers pretty much center screen there. This is at a couple of spots along the way, because Parramatta is slightly a flood zone, as Parramatta River can flood in extreme rain events. Not too often, but it does happen. Don't think I've ever seen this part of Parramatta flood before, so it's highly unlikely. Is 2171. For those of you who are new to my channel and haven't seen any of the other Parramatta light rail updates, these light rail vehicles are known as the CAF 100, or CAF Airbus 100 rather. They are longer than the usual CAF Airbus 3 and Airbus 100 fleet in the Sydney light rail L1 line. These are 7 modules long, while the others are only 5, so these are extra long. One thing I do like about the L4 Westmead and Carlingford line is that the vehicles do get up to a pretty good speed, mainly between Rosehill Gardens and Carlingford. You do have some 70 zones. Kind of like the L1 line to Dulwich Hill from Sydney Central. You do have some spots where the vehicles do get up to 50 or even 60. Now at the other end of the light rail stop, facing towards Parramatta, the light rail stop you see there in the distance is Church Street. Just about to go over the Lennox Bridge. I think that's what it's called, or something similar. Should be vehicle 2165. So towards Westmead, the pantographs go up to use the overhead wiring. And towards Carlingford, in this section, the pantographs go down to use the onboard battery. Just saw on Instagram earlier that Joe Halen, our Transport Minister, she posted that since the opening of Parramatta Light Rail, there has been a milestone amount of trips taken on the new line. That milestone is 100,000 trips, which is pretty good. Pretty good for a new system. All right, we'll film this Carlingford bound service arrive and depart, and then we'll have a Westmead one arriving on the platform that I'm on, which is the one that I'll be boarding. That's when we'll be wrapping up this video. So far, they've been running about every 7 or so minutes. So that's very good. Very good frequency. So the pantograph go down. All right, back to this end. The one that I'm getting on is now arriving, so that's all for this video. 2166 is the number. So thanks for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the video, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you very soon. Goodbye for now.